So hopefully you're making progress on the table. Let's go back to the goal here. The ultimate goal, I know I just did that on purpose, is that you could be given three numbers without a table. And if I ask you to do addition and subtraction fact families, you can figure out how to do that. So, Sarah, do you remember one of the equations you can make with this? Hey, look at that. 1 take away 5 equals -4. So you would have to put a subtract here, right? And it equals there. What's another one, Haley? Plus 5 equals 1. So I'm repeating this because I want to see if you can see a pattern. And Kaylina, what's the last one? Okay, Evan, do you agree? -5? No, why not? You can't use -5. You have to use those numbers. So what do you come up with, Evan?
1 minus -4.
I keep doing that. 1 minus -4.
So we have to add a subtraction to simplify.
Yeah, so it looked like when you were looking at this, Evan, all of a sudden something clicked for you. What did you just see? How did you know she had a mistake there, or how did you know how to do it?
Because there's no way that you can add -4 to 1 and have it be 5.
Right. True, you can't add -4 to 1. Why did you know that you had to have -4 and 1 first?
Because the one without the
Put your
negative-
caps on your pens, guys. Listen to your classmates.
The one without the negative symbol should go in front, or else you'll have a negative number minus another negative, which would get more negative.
Okay, that's one way to think of it. Anybody see another pattern with the three numbers, Joe?
Well, they all have, like, so each number is, like, represented twice in that.
Yeah, each number is represented twice in the left-hand side. That's something that I was wondering, like if you get stumped and you had to do this, you've already used the 5 twice, but we hadn't used the 1 and 4 twice. The way I think of it is over here, I already got a -4, so this might help you guys if you were stuck. And we already got up 1, so I would have said to myself, I know I need to end up with 5. Like that's the way I problem solve it. Does that make sense? And then I would only be left with the two numbers, 1 and -4, and so then I would go to Evan's idea. I can't have a -4 first, because it would land me with a -5 answer. Does that make sense? So that's why I covered that up. With the chart's easier at first when you have A and B, because you can look at A and B and then just follow the rules up here. So like -1, this rule would be -1/5 plus -3/5. And Grace, what'd you get there? Equals -4/5. Running out of room. And so that -4/5 goes where? Yeah, right. When it goes here, -4/5 goes in C. Okay. And so then, Molly, what goes into this column? Move this over a little bit. You mean -1/5 equals negative 4/5, which is C, minus a negative, and that's like an addition problem, right? So that goes in there. And then the last one, hands in. What's the last one?
Wait. Just had it on my board. I just erased it.
You could just do it though, right? The
Yeah.
rule's right here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you guys used to seeing letters, right? So you can think algebra. What's the rule telling you to do?
3 minus 11. No, not 11.
We're on this right here. This.
Oh. Wait, what is the rule again?
So you're gonna
I
take
can't see it.
your B value is equal to C minus A.
So it's 4/5 minus 1/5. Negative 4/5 minus negative 1/5.
Okay, so that's your C, negative 4/5. He's minus negative 1/5.
Yeah.
Okay, is equal to
5.
3/5.
Oh, 3.
So I wonder, you said 5/5, right?
Yeah.
But think about that over here. If you have negative 4/5 and you're minusing a negative 1/5, and you look at, say, a little bit of a number line here, and you start at 0, you would go to negative 4/5. That would be, say, right here. Remember, minusing a negative is the opposite of subtract,
Yeah.
right? So it would be adding back your fifth, so you're going to end up with a negative 3/5. That's why that's a negative 3/5. Does that help? Okay. So Grace's group, we're going to skip the next one. Let's skip the next one just for the sake of time. Did you guys figure this one you were talking about out? Did you get there? Anybody? You did? Okay, and then you do get to the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Tyson first.
Okay,
So what, let me clear a little bit of stuff off here. Just wanna sort of clear the board off a little bit. There we go. So I can maybe write as you talk, we need to explain. So we're looking at the one right here. What you thinking, Tyson?
so what I did was I looked at the top, so I saw that, C subtract A, and so what it really is, so 3.
So you know C is 3, right?
Yeah.
So then you said C subtract A, so where did you get that?
Well, A is over on, so.
Okay, so A is negative 11.
Yep.
And C is 3.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you gonna use that?
Well, and the one next to, it's kind of hard to explain, but, so A plus, wait, yeah, A plus B, no,
Yeah, you could do that.
you could do it, but.
That's not what you did?
No, I did the,
What'd you do?
B equals C minus A.
Okay,
So start out with an S.
so he used this one right here. B equals C minus A, so you know, you don't know B, but you know C. Oh, I like your way. That's good. I was probably gonna do it a different way, but maybe a little bit harder. C minus A
It equals 14.
equals 14.
So now I know what B is, I can do.
Do you guys get that?
Yeah.
That's a good quiz question for an advanced class, where you have a missing value, and then you have to be able to figure out the B value. So then let's test his information. So, then, what would A plus B be then when you do negative 11 plus 14?
Negative 11 plus 14 would be positive 3.
And so it works, right? Yeah. And then, Cole, what about the next column?
So
negative 11 would equal 3, which is C minus 14. That works too, right? Get that? Okay, and then the last one Tyson did, so that's the one he started with, so his B is 14 is equal to C, which is 3, minus the negative 11. Okay? Casey?
Yeah.
Want to do the last one?
Sure.
If I can. As far as I can go down. Okay. What'd you do?
So,
They
if you do C and B,
gave you C and B, so C was
5.
5.5 and B was 3.5, so what'd you do?
So I started with the A plus B equals C,
Okay,
and I did, blank plus 3.5 equals 5.5.
okay, so she's thinking like something plus the B, 3.5 equals 5.5. Yep,
So I knew that must be 2.
so you kind of had to add up. So she puts a 2 in here.
And then, so A is 2.
So A is 2. Good.
And then
This is 2 plus
2 plus 3.5 equals 5.5.
3.5 equals 5.5. Right?
Mhm.
It's a little messy. See if I can get that close enough. Okay, and then the next one,
So A is 2.
2 equals
5.5 minus 3.5.
minus 3.5. Good. You like that table feature? Kind of pops it in there.
Last one, 3.5 equals 5.5 minus 2.
Yeah. Good. All right. Raise your hand if that makes sense. Could you do it on a quiz? Okay.